Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin here at the headquarters of Cobra Golf and joined once again by Tom Osavsky. And Tom, every year people are looking to see the new technology that's coming out in metalwoods from Cobra. Last year, reintroducing the King brand. This year, you've got a set of drivers with weight technology that is brand new.
Yeah, Ralph, the challenge in drivers is always everyone wants to go longer and straighter. You know, that's just something that we will never not have to provide to golfers. So they always want that, and we know that we have to continue to work hard to do that. So what we've brought out this year is a new F7 line. An F7 line will come in a standard F7 and F7 Plus. As you can see, they both have 3 weights. And so when we look at the market segmentation, we know a lot of golfers need it in the back setting for forgiveness. A lot of golfers need draw. Some golfers need it in the front. So we're having both drivers have the same technology to be an easy communication, easy for fitting, and the ability to have 3 drivers in one. That technology is bolstered by the fact that we've increased the weight amount, so we're up to 12 grams as the heavy weight and 2 grams as the lightweights. We've done a carbon fiber TechStream crown, and that came from the King LTD driver from last year. So we take these technologies, pioneer them in the more premium product, and bring them down into the mainstream product, provide those benefits to all golfers, because all golfers want to hit it farther and straighter. So if we can take weight out of the crown, add it into low parts of the golf club and further back from the face, we can provide more performance, more benefit in terms of adjustability and fitting, and in the end, more distance, more confidence, and more forgiveness.
Well, one thing in terms of the fitting is because you have this flexibility, there are those players, though they may be fewer, that play better with a little more weight towards the face versus the back of the club. And you allow for that. And the same thing is a lot of players want more draw, but if you don't want as much draw, again, just adjust it, and it's going to play that way to fit your game.
Right. Actually, you know, we call it 3 drivers in one as a simple concept because we know that golfers out there want what we would call a nice-looking driver shape that sets up behind the ball well and provides confidence. But each golfer is individual, so we want to be able to fine-tune that performance. When we put the weight in the draw position, we can get up to 13 yards of draw for golfers that have that slicing problem or fading problem. In the back, we can provide more forgiveness and a little bit higher launch and spin. And in the front, we can provide that more lower penetrating trajectory. So one golf club does a great job in terms of fitting a wide range of golfers. And it works with you as your game evolves and progresses. You may start in the draw and realize, okay, maybe in the back or the front is my next step in that in terms of my evolution as a golfer. So it's really easy to get golfers into that system and not have to provide multiple drivers that they have to buy when their game changes or improves.
There are the King F7 and then the King F7 Plus, as you mentioned. Really, what is going to differentiate them to players?
Yeah, the first thing we think in most golfers is the visual. When you look at the golf clubs at address, you find out that some players just want to gravitate to the larger headed, more forgiving driver. And other players, the better players, are going to look and say, ooh, I like that little smaller one. That looks a little better for me. I like the way that sets up. It's a lot of visual appeal at the first level. So we find that great dividing line initially with golfers right away looking at them on the golf course or the range or in the shop saying, ooh, I like that one, that looks better to me. So that's why there's 2 different sizes. We also know that not all golfers want the same level of forgiveness versus workability and performance. So we provide that, the change in both clubs, as well as slightly different shafts, a little bit firmer, more player shaft in the Plus, easier playing, higher launching forgiving shaft in the standard club. So a lot of nuances here between the same technologies but 2 different golf clubs, and a simpler story from a technology perspective. Both have a simple, easy to use weight system, and it works well in terms of the way the product fits lots of golfers at both ends of the spectrum.
One thing both of these drivers feature is your new Cobra Connect technology. What is that?
Well, we like to call the F7 our smartest, longest drivers ever, because with Cobra Connect, you have the ability now of the system to track your driver shots. And that is a powered by Arco system. Some of you are familiar with that technology, but it is ability for the golf club to detect the impact and to give you the ability through your phone with a GPS to track your shots. So it'll track your driver distance, it'll track your fairways hit, it'll give you those statistics, and it's a great tool to help you do all the things you need to do with the driver, both figure out the fit as well as figure out where the weights are. And that's why we call it a smart golf club, and it's really the first smart driver introduced into the golf industry.
A lot of options, a lot of ways to customize the club. Where can people get all the information and see all the options?
At CobraPuma.com is our great information on F7 family, as well as all of our other products.
All right, Tom, thanks as always for the time.
Love talking with you, Ralph.
I want to thank Tom Lisowski for joining us here in the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to give you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.